I'm cracking all odd jokes just to impress someone. Didn't it suck? And now I want you to think about, how does it feel when you're sitting with your mom and dad? Don't you feel complete? Don't you feel loved? Don't you feel happy? Why? Because you're not faking. You're being yourself. How do you feel when you're with your friends that you really consider as true friends? You abuse, you hit them, you joke with them, you take their case, you laugh at them, you let them laugh at you. You're at your best, right? You know why? Because you're being yourself. Now, what I'm proposing here is I want you to be yourself every single second. And once you start being yourself every single second, your life is totally gonna change. Every aspect of your life, every area of your life is absolutely going to change. Now, coming back to what I said, you are designed to be yourself. Now, I'm gonna give you some examples, okay? So, let's say that you got to know about you were seeing National Geographic or Discovery, the channel, and you saw someone who went to the Himalayas and stayed at and meditated for 24 hours at minus 10 degrees Celsius, and you got really inspired, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. You go to the Himalayas, you try to meditate for 24 hours at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Go try and do that. Someone tried that recently, he died. Sad. Let me give you some more examples. Let's say that you follow some fitness geeks on Instagram, on Facebook or YouTube, and someone recently did a 10-kilometer marathon in 1 hour. Then you get really motivated. You buy new shoes. You get your fitness gear, and now you start your run. You start practicing, and within a week, you're trying to compete in a 10-kilometer marathon, and you want to complete it in 1 hour. Wow, go do it. Someone tried that recently. The person had to be hospitalized. Why? Because he had no practice. And secondly, he didn't know why to do it. The only reason he was doing it was because he saw someone else doing it. He thought it's going to be so cool if he makes it happen. He failed. And he failed really bad. Let me give you some more examples, okay? Let's say, you're checking out Instagram, you're checking out social media, and you see this guy you consider a star. Let's imagine your favorite actor, and he's married to someone who's really beautiful. And this guy inspires you to get around with someone who's really beautiful. Let's say you do each and everything to get this beautiful woman or get this beautiful man in a relationship with you. What if I tell you that even after being in a relationship with someone who's really beautiful or handsome, there's going to be no love, there's going to be no understanding, there's going to be no support. You would not be able to keep your head on your partner's shoulder and cry, and you would not be able to be yourself. How will that feel? A lot of people do it. I myself have so many friends who've told me so many times, and in fact, I've made this mistake as well. I've made this mistake wherein I've gotten into relationships just because I had this self-created image of perfection, which was created by the things around me, social media, definitions of perfection that my friends used to say, that the world used to tell me. I got into these relationships. Initially, it was all cool. I felt really good about myself. Yeah, I'm the cool guy. But eventually, when I realized, it sucked and it pained really bad. You know why? Because I was not listening to my own self, and I was listening to the world. I was not being myself. You wanna give it a shot? Go for it. Go for it. Let me give you another example, okay? Let's say someone started a business and they've made $1 million with this business, and you get really inspired with those screenshots and those blog posts, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna get into e-commerce. I'm gonna get into affiliate marketing. I'm gonna get into blogging. I'm gonna become a YouTuber. So many people see these YouTubers with millions of followers, with millions of subscribers, and they begin the YouTube channels. Why? Because they see those followers. They see that money being made, they see that fame. Most of them fail. 99% people who are trying to build a YouTube channel or running a podcast, they fail. Why? Because they're chasing the wrong things. And the person who's really successful was not chasing those things. Those glittery, glamorous things were not being chased by that favorite YouTuber of yours that you follow and love and comment on. That person was just being himself or herself and doing what he truly loved. He was being himself. He was not looking for money in there. Yes, money is important. He was not looking for subscribers. Yes, they're important, but he was not looking for them. All of these were a byproduct of being himself, of being that person, that beautiful person, my friend. So instead of copying someone else, instead of doing something because it's gonna make you look cool, just start being your fucking self. Because everyone around you who you consider really successful, trust me, they're showing themselves to the world. They're showing their real selves to the world. They're following what their heart asks them to do. I'm not saying that their lives are perfect, but let's say, think about your favorite actor right now, someone you really look up to. That person's doing acting because he wanted to. That's himself. Maybe his relationship sucks. How does it matter? I'm not saying that person's life is going to be perfect, but at least in one area of life, his career, he's successful. Why? He's following his heart. He's being himself. No one can become extraordinary at one thing if they genuinely don't want to do that thing. If their soul is not driven, if their heart does not want them to do that thing, they would never be able to success. They would never be able to be really successful in that one thing. I always share this with my community, and I want to say this to you right now. Always do something. Do things that set your soul on fire. Do things that make you feel alive. Do things that make you enjoy life every single second. Don't force yourself to do things that you don't want to do. Don't force yourself to be someone you don't want to be. Don't. Just be yourself. Be yourself first. The day you start being yourself, your life is gonna change, okay? And then I want you to ask yourself that why and what do you truly want, okay? Ask yourself. Like, I give you this example of running the marathon. Okay, why do you want to run it? I asked yourself about getting into a relationship with someone beautiful. Why do you want to do that? Why? You want to get into a business model that's making millions with someone else. But why do you want to do it? Just for the money? Really? It does not work like that, my friend. So before you even get into something, I want you to ask yourself, why do I want to do this? And being yourself will make you successful in different areas of your life.